What's up, everybody? What if everything you knew changed overnight? Do you think that you would be able to adapt to the things that changed, or do you think that you might resist it? My name is Matt with Elevating Yourself, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the power of adaptability. Change is around us, whether you like it or not. It's going to happen. And in today's video, we're going to explore really why it's a great success tool, what it is, and what you can do to kind of change your mindset in order to become more adaptable. First off, what is adaptability? So adaptability is the ability to change and thrive on those changes. Like I said before, change is going to happen whether we like it or not. It's just something that goes on. We have to be able to adjust our way of thinking. And I think it's also important to remember that adaptability doesn't mean that you are bending over backwards and you are just conforming to everything around you. It's not that you're conforming, it's that you're adjusting to the things that are changing. And it's an important piece of life, because if you're not able to make those changes, then there's a possibility that you could be left behind. And I think about BlackBerry. When the iPhone was first introduced and their touchscreen, BlackBerry was very much against it. In fact, they did not want to adapt an on-screen keyboard in any capacity. And because of that, their company failed. It went out of business. And it's not to say that they had to do an on-screen keyboard necessarily, but they had to adjust their business accordingly so that they could make the changes necessary in order to be more competitive in that market. So why is adaptability the best success tool? There are three reasons why I feel that it's the best success tool. First, change is the only constant. If you think otherwise, you're very mistaken. It's one of the things that's going to happen. And if you are not able to get into a groove where you can adjust to those changes, then you will definitely be left behind. Second, adaptability fosters resilience, creativity, and problem solving. When change occurs, things are going to happen in your life that you have to adjust to. And by doing so, you might have to think of different solutions and different problems that might exist. And by doing so, you're thinking about things a little bit more creatively. And that's something that will benefit you in the end, because you can look at problems in a much better light. And third is personal growth. By embracing change, you are going to become a much stronger individual and also much more versatile. Next, there are going to be some signs that maybe you lack some adaptability. And I think it's important that you be able to identify these signs so that you can get ahead of them. Number one is a fear of change or clinging onto the past. Look, we are creatures of habits. It's understandable sometimes that we're wanting to resist the change that surrounds us, but you have to be able to learn to embrace that change, not fear it. Number two is struggling when things don't go as planned. Look, it sucks when you've got things planned out and it doesn't go according to plan, but don't throw tantrums. Just be thinking about what you can learn from the situation and how you can adapt moving forward. Number three is viewing challenges as roadblocks, not opportunities. Look, if you find yourself throwing your hands up in the air every single time a problem comes up, it could be a serious sign of a lack of adaptability. And number four is you find it difficult to learn a new skill or adjust to a new environment. Look, no matter where you are in your life, learning is going to happen. You're never going to reach a point where I've just learned everything. No matter what it is, every single day, you're constantly learning, you're adjusting, you're making these subtle movements. If you don't realize that, there could be something in there that could be potentially stopping you from being adaptable. Now let's talk about how you can develop an adaptive mindset. There are actually 5 things that you can do right now to really start to train yourself into having this adaptive mindset. Number 1 is embracing uncertainty. Anytime you run into a new challenge, make sure you're reframing that as an opportunity. Number 2 is staying open to learning. Like I said before, learning is going to happen regardless of where you are in your life. But the thing that you have to be thinking about is, how do you learn? What are the best ways that you learn? Once you've identified that, the learnings that you have to have later down in life are going to be that much easier. Number 3 is taking small risks daily. Remember, it's important to be able to learn comfort through discomfort. And number 4 is detaching yourself from fixed outcomes. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's just about progress. And number 5 is just surrounding yourself with adaptable people. Look, your environment is going to shape you one way or another. And if you're not surrounding yourself with people that also have the same mindset, it's going to be that much more difficult for you to kind of adopt it as well. So make sure that you're looking at the people that are in your life, especially the people that are most closest to you that maybe you rely on. Are they adaptable? Are they thinking in this adaptable mindset? We have to remember that adaptability is all around us. Regardless of what we think, it's all around us. We talked a little bit about BlackBerry at the beginning. Netflix is another one. When Blockbuster was thriving in that environment, Netflix came out and offered in-home rentals. And that was really cool, but then they started this streaming service. And I remember thinking to myself, who's gonna wanna watch a video on their computer? That's ridiculous. Now, we still do that to this day, but Blockbuster didn't want to change, and they even had an opportunity to buy Netflix at a relatively cheap price at the time. And had they had done that and adapted their own mindset to there, who knows where they would have been. Airbnb is another one, overtaking hotels. Nobody was staying at hotels anymore. They just loved Airbnbs. But hotels have kind of adapted their mindset a little bit. And when we think about where Airbnb is at right now, they haven't really changed their own mindset. They've only been adjusting and having people take on more homes. And we find this environment now where there are a lot of corporations that are buying homes and renting them out through Airbnb, which has caused a lot of communities now to ban Airbnbs. And so I'm curious to see what they might be doing in the future to make this better for their clients. Because I know a lot of people in the Airbnb industry, and they're kind of scared right now to think what could be happening next. Thanks for watching today. Look, power of adaptability, it's a big one. It's something that's gonna definitely help you out if you can really harness it. Change is around us, whether we like it or not. I've said it numerous times today, and I think it's an important message. And if you can embrace it, if you can capture it, then man, you're gonna be doing some wonderful things, and I'm excited to see it. Please do me a favor, check out a couple of the other videos I've got posted. Definitely think they can help you out, and I'd love to get some feedback. Remember, elevating yourself to the next level, it starts with a single step. Take your step today. We'll see you next time.